Good morning. How's everybody? It's Friday. Uh, a lot of people, I know they want to say, thank God it's Friday. Today's the last day, at the job. But we're already home, so that won't take place. Anyway, how you guys doing? I know it's been a tough couple of weeks, but we just got to keep on keeping on. Um, this is Sapphire Financial Training. I am Miss Lambert. I'm the instructor, the author, and the owner. Uh, we just want to kind of come on and kind of let you guys know that during this time of the virus and what's going on, I would definitely suggest that you guys improve your skills. If you work in medical billing, if you work in coding, whichever one of those fields you work in, registration, collections, any one of them, payment posting, improve your skills, do more. Right now, we are introducing, the courses, and there's, introduction to ICD-10, CPT, introduction to HCPCS, medical billing, suffix, root words, medical terminology, surgical cases, procedural cases. We have a whole host of exciting skills that you can do in the classroom. And a lot of what we're going to do is going to be, on discussion board. We work through email, postings, um, whatever whatever you feel like you want to do. You can pretty much let us know what you want to do. And one of the things that we wanted to discuss was, I think I heard May 20th. I'm not sure how long we're going to be out, but I heard May 20th. Some of you just want to kind of read, Q&A information. Don't forget, you guys can get my book, okay? The book is on Amazon. The book is also on my website. I'm going to put the website below. Just kind of stay focused. Right now, there's no fee for the course. I did delay the course to May because there's a lot of stuff that we are creating to put in there. And I just want to make sure that everything is in it, and your T's and I's are dotted and crossed. So there's also a demo of the book in there that you guys can also look at, and those are for the people who have already joined the classroom who can look at that. But I definitely wanted to just kind of come on, just kind of give you insight on that. I'm not going to do a session, probably tomorrow. I'll do something in reference to, because we did the modifiers last. We'll do a few more of those and something else that has to do with the medical billing and the CPT. Uh, and when you go in there, I want you to also look at the AAPC code of conduct. That may be on your exam. Um, but I definitely want you to, upgrade your skills. Some of you guys are home, and you don't want to focus on, like unemployment and the stimulus check all day long. Take your mind off of it a little bit and focus on something else to, just kind of get you motivated. Because this is, it's a bad time for other things, but it's a perfect time for something else, especially if you're in the house and you want to do a little reading, you want to kind of upgrade your skills, and you want to kind of pass on what you have to somebody else. That's what we want to do. So right now, we're not going to do any teaching. You guys know I don't do any teaching on YouTube. I just kind of give you insight on what's going on. Make sure that you get this book. You don't even have to take, you don't have to take the classes with the book, but I do want you to get the book so you can see Q&A. Some of you guys are just starting out. Some of you guys, just want to kind of upgrade. So get the book and look in there, and also look at those things that have interview questions, because when this is over, some people may still have their jobs, some people may not. There are interview questions in the book. There's also interview questions in the classroom, and to what to say. And I mentioned this before. Make sure you guys know a little bit about VLOOKUP, macros, and make sure you got your Excel down pat, because sometimes they do ask you those questions. They're going to ask you billing questions. Just, kind of be precarious about how you keep up with those. Those are in the book. There's many questions in the book. There's many questions in the classroom. If you feel like, Miss Lambert, are they going to ask me this? Miss Lambert, are they going to ask me that? I don't know, but I'll give you the answer to whatever it is. If I don't know, we'll find it. And also I did put out there, if you guys are looking at your medical terminology, go online and see, what the definition is if you don't have a medical dictionary, because coding, you have to know medical terminology. It's going to come second nature. It takes years to learn this stuff, trust me. But just for like an introductory level type of thing, you'll be just fine. But again, the fee is waived for the course. I'm not going to start until May. But there are things in there that you guys can kind of go in there and browse around. But I would prefer that you go ahead and get the book and you can kind of read it. And you can read all about Ms. Lambert. You can, anything you want to know is in there. You want to read about how I started teaching, educating, all that kind of stuff is in there. But again, use this time to upgrade your skills. When this is over, we don't know how it's going to end. We have no idea. We have no idea. Use this time to upgrade your skills. We want to pray for everybody that's out there. We want to pray for all the people who have passed. We want to pray for those nurses that are coming from out of town. If I see one more video of somebody just crying and just, let me tell you something. Post-traumatic syndrome will occur. It will occur. I'm telling you, the nurses are breaking, and y'all got to hold your head up. Got to keep moving. And it's so easy for somebody to say that who has not been in those type of shoes. But just think of the good that you're doing. And it is going to be traumatic to see all those dead bodies. Can you imagine? So, definitely, pray for our nurses, doctors, everybody, because this thing is traumatic. And then when this thing touches home, you're like, oh my God. You got to pray. You got to keep praying. So, upgrade your skills. Learn about medical terminology. A lot of what they have on TV, they're talking about a lot of stuff that is on your CPC exam. Tune in. I'm talking about CDC, World Health Organization. You understand? They are talking about a lot of that comorbidity. That type of stuff is on your exam. Now, that's for the more higher level students that are more ready to just take a tutoring course and boom, they are ready. You guys do not have to do that. Anybody who is a beginner, this is for you. It's a beginner, because we have different stages of this. That's why I put in the classroom different stages of who can do what. But the AAPC and then extended, that's for the more advanced type of students. But again, I also have the NHA exam in there and a couple of other things, depending on what you want to do. But, listen to the TV. Those of you who, the test is on hold, nobody's proctoring right now. The proctors are the people who get the test. Nobody's doing it right now. So you guys got a lot of time on your hands. Just, stay focused. Stay focused. Read that medical terminology. You get my book. Read it over and over and over and over until you start getting medical stuff in your head. Those of you who are working on the front line, the registration clerks and stuff, the PAS, you guys are working in the front line. My niece also works in the front line, and, it's hard. It's hard because you see people there crying, people are distraught. Use this time. This is a good time to make a decision whether you want to go into the medical field, especially registered nurse. Somebody had something like that on Facebook. Would you want to still be a nurse? Of course I do. I would still want to be a nurse because it's all about helping people. It's all about helping people. You risk your life every day, because that's what it's all about. But yeah, I would still be a registered nurse. I'd still be thinking about going back to do that. And like I was saying before, sometimes the doctors, when they're doing the coding, they need the nurses to guide them to the right code. I'm talking about valuation and management. Sometimes valuation and management, the doctors have set codes that they're going to put in. The nurses actually go ahead and input the data, and then the coders go ahead and check behind them and make sure it's okay. So, you just never know what can jump off. But you guys just take your skills to the next level. Take your skills to the next level. Again, there's no fee. We're gonna try to get this jumped off and give you guys what we have. Now, coding is not easy. It is hard. You have to decipher medical terminology. If you come across a medical terminology, okay, word that you're not clear on, look it up on the computer, look it up on your phone. I mean, there is so much medical terminology. I mean, you got books this big, and the crazy thing is that it is amazing to hear all these different things. And then you look at TV, they're talking about all the same stuff that we're studying. The ICD-10-CM. I gave you numerous amount of ICD-10 CM, understanding and theory, practice and practical. They're all in there. And you have to just take your time and study that on your time, because if you're not understanding what you're reading and doing, it's not going to be retained. You're not going to retain it. So if you come across something and you're not clear, read it again. If it's still not clear, yeah, just shoot me an email, send me something on the discussion board. Miss Lambert, what is this? I have no idea what this is. But again, at this time, you guys haven't seen me on Facebook that much, because every time I try to get on Facebook and I go into the business class, it shuts down. I can't get on. And then when I go to the other Facebook, my regular personal Facebook, I barely can get on that. So, it's everybody's backlog. Everybody's on. You guys can get into the classroom. You can see what you want to see. You can get into the old classroom. When I say classroom, you can get to the old class. That classroom was finished. You can look around at what's sitting there. The new classroom is the Sapphire Coding Classroom. So that coding classroom was being created now. So, I have to do a lot of things, and it has to be based on accreditation and credentials. So that's what we're working on now. But you guys, it doesn't have to be coding or medical billing that you want to do. You can study whatever you want to, because they've got stuff that you can study in 10 weeks, 11 weeks. By the time this is over, you have a new certificate in something else. Okay? You have a certificate in something else. I was telling you guys about the NHA. You have to have 6 months training before you can do that. Those of you who are my past graduates, you guys can do the NHA. Y'all know all about the NHA. If you have not had medical billing, you cannot do that. CPC, CPB, you do not need 6 months. You need to pass your certification, and you need to have some type of a training. You will come in as an apprentice, but you are in. Okay? I'm almost 10 minutes in. I'm going to try to end this, and I'll do a video tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do it on, but just, stay innovative. Stay innovative. Keep the work up.